Now, at the Turning Point USA conference this weekend, political pundit Ben Shapiro did something that far too few people with large platforms are willing to do anymore. He spoke the truth, even when it was uncomfortable, even when it was unpopular, even when it meant calling out people on his own side from the very stage that they were about to speak from.
Motive accusations, conspiracy theories, and just guessing questions, that's lazy and stupid and misleading. And the people who refuse to condemn Candace's truly vicious attacks, and some of them are speaking here, are guilty of cowardice.
In one speech, Ben tore apart Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, and Nick Fuentes for their pathetic pandering to conspiracies and Jew hatred in recent years. Silence isn't neutral, it enables, and it's deeply wrong that TPUSA continues to invite Tucker Carlson to events like AmFest, given his open betrayal of basic conservative values, including a commitment to truth and to Western liberal democracy. In fact, Qatar errand boy Tucker used his platform at AmFest to scold conservatives and accuse them of hating Muslims, even when no one present did such a thing or was even speaking about Muslims. We also have to talk about Candace Owens. After being criticized by Penn, she responded not with arguments, but with a bizarre Jew-hating rant, which has sort of become par for the course for Candace Owens, if we're being honest. But this one was next level.
And I've learned what's in that Talmud, and I encourage other people at home to learn what is in that Talmud so that you know what Ben thinks of you, because he doesn't just hate me, he hates you too, white men. He hates all black people, okay? If he's following the rules of the Talmud, I mean, when I say hates, they think that we're animals. Wake up and learn the true history of slavery, because that wasn't exactly a white men sport, okay? Jewish people were the ones that were trading us. Jewish people were in control of the slave trade.
She was promoting the book The Talmudic Jew by August Rohling, a 19th century Catholic polemicist whose work was exposed as fraudulent in his own lifetime. His book became a tool of racial anti-Semitism, later recycled by Nazis and other extremist movements. This guy literally inspired the Nazis with this work, and that's what Candace is using. Now, this isn't asking questions. This isn't even about Israel. It's about reviving a discredited Jew-hating framework that history has already judged and rejected. Candace, who is actually evil, because what she's doing is evil, is resurrecting Nazi ideas that have led directly to genocide and attempting to repackage them as brave truth-telling to a misled audience. Any and every social issue is being blamed on the Jews, thanks to a subverted narrative of perceived grievances being spoon-fed to American youth by dishonest actors like Tucker Carlson. It says to the American youth that if you aren't where you want to be, then it must be because of those Jews. Jews control the banks, the media, academia, government, everything. They must have far too much influence and must therefore be corrupt because they couldn't possibly be so successful of their own merit. They must be inherently evil. This is the ideology of a loser who blames others for their own failures, who refuses to take responsibility for their own future. And it is this loser ideology that is being repackaged by populist scumbags like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. It's old poison in new packaging in pursuit of lowering the guardrails of civilization and destroying the right and ultimately the United States from within.